Mark 1. Brawler Yukon. In the world of towering titans and relentless kaiju, the Jaegers stand as humanity's last line of defense. These massive mechanical warriors, piloted by brave rangers, each possess unique features, powers, and abilities that set them apart on the battlefield. From the early Mark I Jaegers that first defended our cities to the advanced models that followed, each generation showcases a leap in technology and combat prowess. The Jaegers are organized as Mark, with each generation bringing rapid advancements. Though some unique models defy classification and don't belong to any specific mark, this video explores all the Jaegers, their groundbreaking designs, and the fierce battles they fought to protect mankind from extinction. Brawler Yukon was the pioneer of Jaegers, a Mark I prototype that made history by engaging Kaiju Karlov in Vancouver in 2015. Unlike the sleeker Jaegers that followed, Brawler Yukon was more beast than man. Its bulky frame, short legs, and massive shoulders made it an imposing force on the battlefield. Armed with long blades on its arms and a mortar system on its back, Brawler Yukon unleashed a devastating arsenal to defend humanity in the early days of the Kaiju War. But before we dive deeper into every single Rim Jaeger, a real quick ask that if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please take a second to hit that subscribe button now. It's one small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks. Coyote Tango. Coyote Tango, one of Japan's proudest creations, was launched in late 2015. Sporting a design reminiscent of naval warships, this Mark I Jaeger was as deadly as it was swift. With light armor and unparalleled agility, Coyote Tango maneuvered like a cobra, dodging attacks and retaliating with twin long-range ballistic mortar cannons. It was among the oldest Jaegers to serve before its eventual destruction, but not before it left its mark on Kaiju history. Horizon Brave. Horizon Brave stood tall as a Chinese Mark I Jaeger, first deployed in December 2015. Its record spoke for itself, with 2 confirmed Kaiju kills during critical battles in China. Armed with unique shoulder-mounted cryo cannons, it had the power to freeze Kaiju in their tracks, making it a deadly threat. Horizon Brave's Sub-Zero Sucker Punch and Flash Freeze became signature moves that left Kaiju immobilized and ready for the finishing blow, all powered by its nuclear heart. Romeo Blue. Romeo Blue, an American powerhouse, followed closely behind Brawler Yukon as the second Mark I Jaeger deployed by the US. Known for its long-range combat abilities, Romeo Blue was equipped with a Gatling gun chest that could decimate Kaiju from a distance. Its signature move, the Tracheal Break, was a brutal finisher that ensured any Kaiju standing in its way wouldn't make it out alive. Tacit Ronin. Tacit Ronin, the first of Japan's Jaegers, launched in early December 2015. It symbolized the nation's technical prowess and determination to combat the Kaiju menace. Lightly armored for speed and agility, this Mark I Jaeger was a quick and lethal weapon. Its fang blades, mounted under each wrist, were designed for swift, close-quarters combat, making it a nightmare for Kaiju. With moves like Cobra Strike, Tacit Ronin took down 3 Kaiju before it met its end, but not without leaving a legacy of precision and power. Cherno Alpha. Cherno Alpha, the Russian Titan, was a behemoth among Jaegers. Launched as the last of the Mark I series, Cherno Alpha was one of the heaviest and best armored Jaegers ever built. Its towering height and massive build, reminiscent of Russian tanks, made it an unstoppable wall of brute force. Piloted by Sasha and Alexis Kaidanovsky, Cherno Alpha was the longest-serving Jaeger, fighting until 2025, proving that even the oldest Jaeger could still pack a punch. Mark II. Diablo Intercept. Diablo Intercept, leading the charge into the Mark II era. Diablo Intercept emerged in 2016 as Chile's answer to the Kaiju threat. This sleek Jaeger, stationed in the Lima Shatterdome, was a core part of the Lima Strike Group. Its responsibility stretched across the coastlines from Medellin to Patagonia, standing as a first line of defense against the ever-present Kaiju threat. With upgraded weapon systems and power, Diablo Intercept represented the dawn of a new generation. Solar Prophet. Solar Prophet, as the second Mark II Jaeger from Peru, Solar Prophet joined Diablo Intercept in the Lima Strike Group. Its mission was to protect vast regions from Medellin to Patagonia. Housed in the Lima Shatterdome, Solar Prophet was built for battle and designed to take the fight directly to the Kaiju. This Jaeger was part of a formidable team that patrolled the South American coasts, ensuring no Kaiju could pass unchallenged. Puma Real. From the Panama Shatterdome came Puma Real, a Jaeger that brought innovation to the Mark II lineup. With advanced radiation shielding and retractable claws, Puma Real was a fierce contender. Its plasma buzzsaws were an evolution in Jaeger weaponry, offering more precision and cutting power than the previous models, setting the stage for Gipsy Avenger's future weapons. Puma Royale could also fire AKM missiles from its shoulders, an ability that made it a key asset in protecting Panama's borders until its retirement in 2024. Mark III. Gipsy Danger. One of the most iconic Jaegers, Gipsy Danger is a Mark III American Jaeger known for its fierce power and advanced combat capabilities. It featured detachable head protection with large flaps extending from its shoulders to safeguard its con pod. Gipsy Danger was armed with 119 Plasmacasters, advanced particle dispersal cannons capable of wounding and cauterizing Kaiju injuries. These dual plasma cannons not only packed a punch, but also prevented the spread of Kaiju blue, a dangerous substance. Despite being one of the oldest Jaegers in combat, Gipsy Danger remained a formidable opponent on the battlefield until its destruction in 2025. Matador Fury. Matador Fury was a Mexican Mark III Jaeger. It had a unique history. Piloted by two ex-convicts who were given a shot at freedom in exchange for their service, this Jaeger fought valiantly during the Kaiju War. Its combat prowess was unmatched, though its legacy was cut short when it was ultimately destroyed and taken to Oblivion Bay, a resting place for fallen Jaegers. Shaolin Rogue. Stationed at the Hong Kong Shatterdome, Shaolin Rogue was a Chinese Mark III Jaeger that worked in tandem with other legendary Jaegers like Crimson Typhoon and Horizon Brave from Kaiju on multiple occasions. Although Shaolin Rogue proved to be a powerful defender against the Kaiju, it eventually met its fate in a fierce battle, destroyed while defending humanity. Vulcan Spectre. Hailing from Australia, Vulcan Spectre was another stalwart Mark III Jaeger. Stationed at the Sydney Shatterdome alongside Striker Eureka, although it was an integral part of the Defense Force, the Sydney Shatterdome closed in 2024, marking the end of Vulcan Spectre's active service. Chrome Brutus. The Canadian Jaeger Chrome Brutus boasted a strikingly unorthodox design, with a hunchbacked torso housing the reactor and con pod, and stubbly double-jointed legs. Instead of a traditional head, it featured a sophisticated sensor pod equipped with optical sensors, infrared cameras, and radar, which enhanced its situational awareness in harsh northern conditions. Its unconventional design and strategic sensor placement made Chrome Brutus a unique and valuable asset stationed at the Anchorage Shatterdome before its closure in 2024. Mark IV. Crimson Typhoon. The Crimson Typhoon was an exceptional Chinese Mark IV Jaeger, piloted by the Wei Tang triplets. Unlike traditional Jaeger, it utilized 3 pilots, gaining unprecedented flexibility and a unique combat style. Its 3 arms, powered by a full titanium core and 50 diesel engines per muscle strand, allowed for precise martial arts-like movements in battle. Crimson Typhoon's signature attack, the Thundercloud formation, made it a dominant force against the Kaiju until its destruction in 2025 during the defense of Hong Kong. Hydra Corinthian. Hydra Corinthian, an American Mark IV Jaeger, was stationed at the Panama City Shatterdome and piloted by Kennedy LaRue and Stephanie Lanphier. Known for its fierce combat abilities, Hydra Corinthian remained a significant part of the Jaeger fleet until the closure of the Panama City Shatterdome in 2024, after which it was relocated. Nova Hyperion. Hailing from South Korea, Nova Hyperion was a Mark IV Jaeger stationed at the Vladivostok Shatterdome. Its pilots, Pang Su-yi and An Yuna, were skilled fencers and Olympic hopefuls before they took on the role of rangers. Nova Hyperion's strength and precision on the battlefield were instrumental until its eventual retirement following the closure of the Vladivostok Shatterdome in December of 2024. Echo Saber. Echo Saber was a powerful Mark IV Japanese Jaeger stationed at the Tokyo Shatterdome. It played a vital role in defending Japan from the Kaiju menace, but like many other Jaegers of its time, it was decommissioned following the Shatterdome's closure in 2024. Mammoth Apostle. Mammoth Apostle, an American Mark IV Jaeger, was renowned for its heavy firepower and durability. Deployed alongside Striker Eureka, it was sent into battle against a Kaiju that emerged in Kuching, Malaysia. Equipped with jackhammer arms and 2 multi-exhaust incendiary burners on its shoulders, Mammoth Apostle could fend off Kaiju attacks and cauterize blue if needed. Despite its might, Mammoth Apostle was destroyed in the battle, leaving behind a legacy of bravery as salvage crews retrieved its remains. Mark V. Striker Eureka. Striker Eureka, the only Mark V Jaeger, was built to guard the Australian coastline from Kaiju threats. As the last Jaeger constructed before its destruction in 2025, Striker Eureka stood as a symbol of advanced defense technology. Armed with 4211 brass knuckles, its fists were reinforced with temperature-resistant brass steel compounds, giving it the power to deliver devastating blows. Its most notable weapon was the WMB-2X90 anti-kaiju missile launcher, with 6 barrels loaded with 18 K-Stunner warheads, each capable of delivering a lethal strike to any kaiju. Striker Eureka's sheer firepower made it an unmatched force on the battlefield. Mark 6. Gipsy Avenger. A successor to the legendary Gipsy Danger, Gipsy Avenger, a Mark 6 Jaeger stationed at the Moyulan Shatterdome. Honoring its predecessor's design, Gipsy Avenger featured a sleeker, fighter jet-inspired frame and an upgraded arsenal. Its Plasmacaster 2.0, Chainsword 2.0, and Elbow Rocket 2.0 mirrored the original Gipsy Danger, but with enhanced firepower. The addition of Obsidian Fury's dual plasma chainsaws post-upgrade solidified Gipsy Avenger's dominance. Its missile system, capable of splitting into smaller missiles, further demonstrated its tactical precision, turning it into a powerful combat asset against both kaiju and other threats. November Ajax. November Ajax operated as a law enforcement Jaeger, patrolling Santa Monica for rogue Jaegers. With a broad-shouldered design and blue color scheme reminiscent of local authorities, it stood at an impressive 259 feet. Equipped with advanced detection systems and powerful weaponry, November Ajax was a vigilant and imposing figure, keeping civilians safe from black market Jaegers and rogue elements. Titan Redeemer. Titan Redeemer was a frontline powerhouse in the Jaeger ranks, designed to wield the fearsome M19 Morningstar. Built for raw strength, its broad upper body offset the weight of its massive weapon. Deployed during the rogue Kaiju Jaeger hybrid attack, Titan Redeemer's sheer power was showcased in battle. Despite its formidable strength, the Jaeger met its end when swarm missiles crippled its lower body, but its imposing presence left a lasting impact on the battlefield. Guardian Bravo. Designed for long-range combat, Guardian Bravo was a Mark 6 Jaeger outfitted with burst foils on its back to allow rapid movement over vast distances. Its red and white silhouette invoked the image of an F-16 fighter jet. Guardian Bravo was armed with an LX-16 whip, a deadly weapon inspired by Gipsy Danger's chainsword. With its swift movement and precision strikes, it played a critical role in the battle against the re-emerging kaiju during Earth's second invasion. Valor Omega. Valor Omega was primarily a post-war emergency response Jaeger, aiding in civilian evacuations during the kaiju attacks. Its cannons, known as the 21-gun salute, could unleash a barrage of firepower equal to 21 cannons. Powered by a Volk 9 torso core and reinforced shock suspenders in its knees, Valor Omega was built as both a protector and a powerful combatant. Though stationed at the Moyulan Shatterdome, it met its end defending against the Kaiju Jaeger hybrids in a heroic stand. Murder Witch. Murder Witch was armed with dual back-mounted cannons, specializing in close-quarters combat and capable of taking on multiple enemies at once. During the drone hybrid attack on the Moyulan Shatterdome, Murder Witch fought fiercely alongside Valor Omega to defend the officers. However, both Jaegers were ultimately destroyed in the chaotic battle, their efforts a testament to their relentless defense. Mark 7. Saber Athena. Saber Athena, an experimental Mark 7 Jaeger, was designed with an ultra-lightweight frame and high tensile strength muscle strands, enabling it to perform high jumps and acrobatic feats. Its sleek aerodynamic design resembled high-performance sports cars and insects, giving it unmatched agility. Armed with ionic twin blades, Saber Athena could combine these weapons into a larger, more powerful sword. Its speed was further enhanced by small propulsion jets in its arms and legs, making it the fastest Jaeger on the battlefield. Saber Athena's unique design and combat prowess made it a formidable opponent in the Jaeger arsenal. Unknown classification. Lucky 7. Lucky 7, a Jaeger with no known mark classification, was piloted by a former Royal Australian Air Force pilot. This Jaeger saw action during the Kaiju War, specifically deployed in Hong Kong to combat a kaiju that had emerged from the breach. Despite its valiant efforts, Lucky 7 was ultimately destroyed in battle, leaving its full potential shrouded in mystery. Victory Alpha. Victory Alpha is a Japanese Jaeger with an unknown classification. However, its design closely resembles that of the Mark 1 Jaeger Tacit Ronin. It sports long, narrow shoulders equipped with ventilation ports, and its chest armor bulges outward in a manner reminiscent of Romeo Blue. Victory Alpha's defining feature is its broad, double-jointed arms, which wield energy weapons mounted under its wrists. These features make it a formidable force in combat. Non-canon Jaegers. Tango Tasmania. Tango Tasmania is a Mark I Jaeger constructed in Anchorage, Alaska, alongside other legendary Mark I models like Romeo Blue. It joined the early ranks of Jaegers during the Kaiju War, but ultimately met its fate at the hands of an unclassified Kaiju, falling in battle after a fierce struggle. Its legacy lives on as one of the pioneering Jaegers who fought in humanity's first encounters with the Kaiju. From the earliest designs to the most advanced models, these colossal machines evolved with ever-increasing power and technology. Each Jaeger introduced distinct capabilities and design philosophies to the battlefield, with every new iteration pushing the boundaries of combat efficiency. From the foundational Mark Is to the unclassified Jaegers, their features and abilities illustrate the remarkable advancements made in humanity's ongoing defense against the Kaiju threat. And those were every Pacific Rim Jaeger and their evolution throughout the Kaiju War. What are your thoughts? Which one's your favorite? Leave a comment and let us know. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives and strange lore. See you in the next video.